Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found this electric bike to be surprisingly responsive, exceeding their expectations, particularly given their extensive experience with traditional bicycles. While acknowledging the bike's considerable weight, they reported it was remarkably easy to handle. Top speed, they noted, varied depending on factors like rider weight, cargo, and the level of pedal assist, PA, used. Even carrying tools and weighing approximately 160 pounds, our reviewer achieved speeds of up to 45 kilometers per hour using PA, and a remarkable 54 kilometers per hour with maximal pedaling effort. They emphasized the importance of utilizing PA to maximize battery life, though even without it, the range significantly outperformed a standard bicycle. However, the review wasn't entirely positive. The brake pads produced a noticeable squeaking sound during braking. Furthermore, the bike arrived with two minor scratches, one near the headlight and another on the frame beneath the battery. The reviewer also expressed concern about the battery's side-to-side movement, worrying about its long-term security, especially during more strenuous rides. The significant weight of the bike, combined with the potential for battery failure, presents a serious concern should the battery become dislodged. To date, testing has been limited to paved roads and even included a rainy ride, with the bike performing acceptably. The odometer currently reads a substantial number of kilometers, but further testing in snow and extreme heat remains. The client intends to potentially purchase a second bike for their spouse, perhaps in a different size or style. Finally, our reviewer mentioned the manufacturer's warranty, emphasizing their intention to use the bike responsibly to preserve its longevity. Overall, the experience has been largely positive, despite some minor flaws and concerns requiring attention.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer had this electric bike for a considerable period, and while acknowledging the need for some minor maintenance, primarily brake adjustments, focused their assessment on more significant issues. Our reviewer reported several problems. First, after a moderate amount of use, the rear tire wore through the rear fender, a point worthy of note though not a major mechanical fault. Around the same mileage, the front brake lever began to loosen due to cable tension loss, again, a relatively minor yet irritating issue. From the outset, the bike's motor exhibited intermittent skipping at a standstill, requiring a throttle reset to regain functionality. This problem, while persistent, resolved itself after the initial reset each time. The bike's headlight, while functional, proved underwhelming in terms of illumination, providing minimal visibility beyond a short distance. Finally, and perhaps most critically, the seat bolt snapped after relatively low mileage, rendering the seat unusable and significantly impacting comfort during rides, as our reviewer reported needing to stand or crouch constantly to compensate. However, the review wasn't entirely negative. The battery life proved consistently reliable, maintaining a strong charge even after extensive use, though performance naturally decreased towards the end of its range, a characteristic typical of lithium-ion batteries. The bike's shock absorbers were praised for their effectiveness and superior suspension, offering a comfortable ride. Furthermore, this client found the electric bike's power to be remarkably impressive, easily propelling their considerable weight even on inclines. The bike's durability was also highlighted, as it withstood a significant impact with a pole at a high speed without sustaining serious damage, underscoring its robust construction. The reviewer's decision to withhold a perfect score stemmed primarily from the seat bolt failure. This issue drastically compromised riding comfort and rendered the bike inconvenient for everyday use. Aside from this significant flaw, however, this client expressed overall satisfaction with the electric bike's performance and durability. The minor issues, while present, were described as fixable and relatively insignificant compared to the bike's strengths in terms of power, suspension, and resilience.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer, a 68-year-old first-time e-bike owner, describes their experience with this electric bike as a blast. Drawing on their past experience with motorcycle mechanics, this client found the assembly process manageable, though they note the provided instructions were inadequate for someone without prior bicycle repair experience. The bike arrived well packaged and undamaged. However, our reviewer encountered several minor issues requiring adjustments. The battery lock initially malfunctioned due to a misalignment, easily remedied with a drill. The brakes needed adjustment, but once tuned, performed adequately. A bent metal guard interfered with the derailleur's shifting mechanism, preventing the use of the higher gears. This was easily straightened, restoring full shifting capability. One notable characteristic of this electric bike is its responsive pedal assist. The client found the acceleration quite abrupt, leading to a slight lurch forward upon minimal pedal input. This proved manageable, especially with the effective use of the brakes which, when lightly squeezed, quickly cut the motor power, preventing unexpected acceleration during turns or at low speeds. Beyond these initial adjustments, this client reports that the overall build quality of the electric bike is excellent. A thorough inspection revealed no loose nuts or bolts. They note that the bike's height presents a minor challenge. Its tall frame necessitates leaning significantly to mount and dismount, particularly given their 33-inch inseam. This client mentions the bike's handling characteristics. Although heavy and long, it offers remarkable stability, proving adept on loose gravel, dirt trails, and paved roads at higher speeds. The overall experience was positive. Despite the need for some minor adjustments, this reviewer would have given a 5-star rating had these issues not required their attention. They opted to address the problems themselves rather than contacting the seller, prioritizing immediate enjoyment of their new e-bike. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.